Previously on Gears and Gasoline, I bought another car and I'm using it to revive my blue ZX2. But this isn't just any car, this is the car, my very first one. It's been over 6 years since I blew up the motor on this channel and swapped it for a new one, but it hasn't really moved since. We dusted off the cobwebs and got it running, and today I'm bringing the car back that started it all. In this episode of the ZX2 build sponsored by Continental Tire, we're going to revive my original first car. It has been sitting on the shelf for 6 years. We know that it runs well from the last episode. It starts up just fine, but it's missing an interior and it is probably got 10 pounds of cobwebs on it. So we're gonna start off with probably the most satisfying thing visually, and that is giving this car a wash. It's so blue. Wow. I forgot how bright the blue was. Look at that.
Still a ZX2.
Huh?
Huh? What?
It's a cool car, man. It's a cool car.
Yeah, you don't want to ruin this car.
Why you gotta be so sarcastic?
Because that's how much you care about this car.
Here's a fun fact. These headlights are not OEM. They have been retrofitted with projectors from a Lexus.
Oh my gosh.
Oh man.
It looked like it chipped, didn't
It
it?
didn't chip.
I didn't want to touch it.
You know who painted this car?
Who?
Me.
I know. That's why I was
It didn't
like,
chip. I laid the clear coat on so thick.
then what was it?
I don't know. With my blue ZX2 all cleaned up, I'm gonna move it to the lift area and Mark is gonna bring in the red SR to start tearing it down.
All right, I'm Mark, and Ben invited me over to work on his ZX2, but I'm not dumb enough to work on that one. I know that he loves that car very much. Now, I've taken a lot of JDM, like 90s cars apart before. Not taken apart an Escort. So this is gonna be my first time. I don't really know how to feel about it. I feel pretty good about it.
Okay, so Mark is gonna work on stripping out the SR's interior, and while he's doing that, I'm gonna do a couple of things to my blue ZX2. And the first thing, other than the wash that we just did, is going to be change this bumper. This bumper is actually from a 2003 ZX2, and this ZX2 is a 98. I had switched it out because I was playing with the idea of a different looking front bumper, and this one's a little bit lighter since it doesn't have the front lip on it. But the 98 bumper is this one right here, and this one has the Wings West lip that matches the sides. I think it looks a little bit better, a little bit more aggressive. I do like the 03 turn signal design better, but I like the bottom part of this bumper better. So I don't know, I'm a little bit torn between the two. You let me know in the comments which one you think looks better, but I'm gonna throw this one back on because it's kind of more true to the nature of what the car was, and this is the original bumper that came with the car. So we're gonna put this one back on.
This one looks better.
You think?
Yep, I need help.
There you go.
You scratched it.
Carbon fiber hood's too light. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, that's way better.
Looks like it's got boogers in its nose. It's got like little boogers.
Well, while Mark continues to take some of the interior out, I'm going to remove the livery that I put on it years ago. We've got our race car. We don't need this one to be a race car. I'm trying to make this back into a street car with this interior again, and the vinyl on the side just draws attention to it, and I want it to be a little bit cleaner, a little bit more understated. So I'm gonna remove the vinyl. I'm really nervous to do so because I painted this car myself, and I full admittedly did not do a great job at it. So I'm very worried that some paint might come up with it or some clear coat might come up with it, so I'm going to be extremely careful, and hopefully all the vinyl comes up and it'll be okay.
Looking good, Ben.
That's on the inside, that's on the inside. That's from the inside of the lip. It's not from the inside. Whew. Whew. That's terrifying. That's from the inside of this wheel well here. So pulling that direction was encouraging it to pull back. So now I know, pull the other way around, because the inside of the wheel well is where the paint prep would have been the weakest. That's probably where Ben prepped. It's Ben's fault. See, pulled some more paint from the inside in there. But we're okay, we're okay. That's gonna be a pain to get off.
Pow! Dang. Broke one.
Well, to my sheer amazement, none of the paint was damaged in the removal. We still have the windshield banner to take off, but I'm curious how much actual vinyl was on the car. Not that much, and I'm curious how much it weighs. So I got my little luggage scale here. Let's see how much weight reduction we just did. Oh, 85 grams. So that's how much weight, not really any weight. But I think the car looks a lot cleaner now. We have a little bit of residue on the side. I'm gonna take some like, adhesive remover and knock that out, take the windshield banner off. But that's a pretty clean looking car if you ask me, with a flat tire. I haven't really properly driven this car in, 6 or 7 years. So the tires are flat, but also tires degrade over time, just the inherent nature of rubber. It'll degrade a lot faster if it's outside. It'll dry rot, but because it's been inside, it's not dry rotted, but it is still degrading. It's getting harder, so the actual compound is not gonna work as well. So we do wanna change these tires out. Tires have a lifespan, not only based on tread and mileage, but also based on time, duration. So we need new tires for this. So we're gonna go ahead and take these wheels off the car, and we're gonna take them to the shop, the other shop, and get some proper tires mounted on. It looks so small next to the Mustang.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Mazda Speed 6, my first car, my first tires.
Hey. So we are filming this ZX2 episode right now while Ben is working on his Mazda Speed, so continuity might be a little bit weird because I don't actually know what episode comes out when, but we've got our new tires. These are the Continental Extreme Contact Sport 02s. These are a 340 tread wear, so they're actually not quite as aggressive as what was on the car before. And that's, again, because we're making this back into a street car. So these are kind of the most aggressive that you want to go for a street car, which is why I run them on almost all of my cars. I actually have some that are even less aggressive than this that I run, the DWS 06s. I think these are the ideal tire for my first car. Let's go ahead and get them mounted. Oh my gosh, Mark. I didn't ask for hecklers. Wow, that's incredible. That was one of the easiest mounts I've ever had. Yeah, we're gonna replace that spacer. We're gonna put the wheel in a little bit. I've got some room between the coilover. I think the tire before was so wide that it was hitting the coilover, but now we've got a little bit more room since we went a little skinnier with the tire. And I don't like how little thread is actually contacting here, so let's change that spacer out for a 3 mil. It fits, so it shoots. Oh yeah, car sits a little lower with these tires, which is nice. That's a much better fitment. Almost looks like it tucks a little in the back. I could probably go with more offset, more spacer, but then I'd have to put studs in it. But for a street car, that's pretty nice, it's tasteful. Okay, so first order of business. I know this interior looks stripped already, but we've got to strip it even further in order to put the stock components back. So obviously, we don't need a bucket seat anymore. And we have to take this dash bar out. We've got to take the seatbelt harnesses out. So a little bit of further stripping before we can start putting things back together. And what's funny is that these harnesses are 3 inches wide, and I always thought these were better because they're wider. It's actually better to run 2-inch belts because the 3-inch belts don't fit over a Hans very well. It'll actually kind of overlap, which has the potential to slip off. So a 2-inch belt is actually better. I mean, if you look at an F1 car, what size belt are they running? 2-inch belts. Old rod bearing from the last engine. And what is left of the old rod bearings from the last engine. SR cluster. The previous owner of this car is crazy. Whew. What was he thinking? Ta-da. I will admit, this is very light, but also a complete death trap. If I ever got in a wreck in this thing, I probably would have died. The airbags on these cars are actually really cool. They're really bad. They failed all the time. And actually, here's a fun story. In high school, at a football game, my car, the horn, failed. I wasn't even near the car. It failed and just went, and just the horn just stayed on. And everybody's like, what the heck is happening? Football game's happening, right? It's a big school, 2,000 students, and they're all like looking in the parking lot like, what's going on? Yeah, that's my car. My car was doing that. And yeah, so basically how the horn works is it's inside.
I'm clearly getting excited about my car again, thinking about all these stories and memories that are flooding my brain. I could explain some stupid story about almost every part on this car.
So this is a rather interesting tidbit of information. On the Ford Escort ZX2, my blue car over there is named Lucy because on the inside of the glove box is written in factory pencil, Lucy, which I assume is just a quality control person at the Ford factory back then, because this car also has written Lucy on the inside of the glove box, which is just crazy. I haven't honestly seen that in any other Escort, so it's not in every single Escort. I think it's just in the Escort that Lucy happened to be working quality inspection on that day.
But before I get too excited, there's still a lot of work to do that I'm not too entirely thrilled about.
Okay, so you might be wondering why I just removed all of this and all of these wires out of the back side of the dash if I'm trying to put interior back into my car. Well, I do have to make some compromises. The blue car does not have HVAC, doesn't have HVAC controls, no blower motor, and it doesn't have a heater core because I'm actually using those coolant lines to feed to the turbo. So I don't actually have HVAC in that car anyway, and it would be quite the endeavor to put HVAC back in, so I'm not going to. I'm going to keep that deleted from that car. It is still like a track car. I just want it to be more streetable, so I want it to have its full interior for safety and also for aesthetics. It's also nice to get this stuff out because that leaves me more space behind the dashboard where you've already seen I have a crazy rat's nest of wiring. But now we've finally gotten this car stripped down enough that we're ready to start putting stuff back into the blue car. So let's go ahead and start with seeing if this dash will even fit. Just want to get this stuff up there close, and then we'll start adjusting. That's gonna be as close as we're gonna get for now. We're gonna start connecting stuff. Holy smokes, what have we gotten ourselves into? What happened to my third hand?
Well, I'm glad I finally showed up when the hard work is done.
Yeah, nice to see you back here, Mark. You seem to have disappeared as soon as I got to the dash. What happened?
I like to disappear, what can I say?
Yeah, okay, yeah. Well, the dash was easy.
Oh, it was?
It was very easy. Oh my gosh, this is crazy.
Well, I do like easy stuff.
I mean, you've only been gone for 15 minutes. It only took 15 minutes to move the dash over. Oh, and I changed clothes.
I guess so did I.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But,
I'm glad to see the dash is moved over.
Yeah, the dash is in. It's actually really cool to have like interior pieces be back in this car.
Yeah, but I've been saying that for years, Ben.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
It's kind of been sitting around.
I have mixed feelings because it's like, oh, raw performance. You know, you put interior in.
Yeah, but you still
your...
need a dash.
Original glove box piece that has Lucy etched in from the factory, as I have mentioned in the past. So I want this to stay with the car. So I'm transferring this part over to the brackets and stuff that hold up and the handle that holds up. I want the original one to stay with the car. 10 years ago, Ben would be screaming at me right now. It's funny how your brain tells you something is a good thing when you're doing it. Like when I'm pulling the interior out, I'm like, yeah, weight reduction, look at all this extra weight. And it feels like improvement. But then down the road, you realize, it makes the car kind of not enjoyable to drive. You know, it feels ratchet. So then you don't really want to drive it. But then when you're putting the interior back in, it's like, oh yeah, this is a good thing because the car feels a lot more high quality. It feels like a car again. And yet I'm just undoing what I did in the past. This cup holder pops out, and then you can reach down there. I can get my USB plug in there. I can get to the SD card. I used to think that was like a fun spot that you could hide stuff, and then just put the cup holder back on there, and nobody would ever know. Stuff. You could hide stuff. Wow, they're a lot lighter than I thought they were. It's hard not to get emotional with this car. Like, it really is. Like, having the interior back in has me really excited. Minus the radio. Ta-da! I mean, I know it's not like complete, but you know, it's missing ignition and stuff. But that's just because you can look in the interior of this car and you can still tell this car's got power, you know?
Yeah. That's what I look.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
You see the missing ignition and you're like, no, that car was never stolen a day in its life. It's just because it has so much power.
Yeah.
Yeah. It doesn't look hot wired at all.
Now,
Having an interior back in this car is very nice, but of course it comes with a trade-off, and that trade-off is weight. The reason I took everything out of the car in the first place was because I wanted to cut weight out of the car. But how much weight actually is the interior? Well, I've cracked out the scales, and I also measured the weight of the car before we put interior in, so we'll be able to see the difference. So cut back to before we put interior in the car weighed. I'm doing a baseline measurement of how much the car weighs without its interior, basically its lightest form, the lightest that it has ever been. So we've got the scales out underneath the car. We're gonna lower it down right now and see how much this thing weighs. Whoo! 2,200 on the nose. What do you think? 100 pounds?
150.
Ooh. 180. 180 pounds. That is a lot more than I thought it was gonna be. Yeah, guess. How much weight do you think we added to the car?
62 pounds?
62 pounds? I mean, you took all that interior out of the other car, you put it into this car, you had it all in your hands.
I know it's pretty light.
Yeah, there's nothing heavy in there.
No.
Yeah. So 62 pounds. Okay, so the car weighed 2,200 pounds flat before. Pretty light car.
Yeah.
Check out what it weighs now. You ready?
Yeah. What?
I know.
Where?
I don't know, man. Death
I mean,
of a thousand cuts.
I know the front seats weigh a little bit, but
Everything,
not that much.
Everything weighs a little bit, but when you have the entire interior taken out, I mean, like a door panel might be 10 pounds, and there's 2 door panels, and then a seat might be 20 pounds, and then there's 2 seats. And
Are you hiding like 245s in there or something? Like, I don't trust you.
yeah, dude, that's pretty crazy. 180 pounds added to the car.
That is real. I mean, that's a whole person.
Yeah.
That's me.
Yeah, right. It's a passenger. Yeah. What do you think? Is it worth it?
I mean, who cares? It's your forever car, right?
Yeah.
Like, I mean,
I want the interior back in.
I mean, I think it looks great with the interior back in.
I think
Like,
180
it
pounds
looks-
is worth it.
I agree.
Especially when you think about this car makes 280 wheel, and it weighs 2380.
I mean,
That's still more power to weight than the actual race car.
I love these seats. These seats are a whole lot nicer.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm happy with it.
I'm happy with it. Are you happy with it?
You
Good.
better be happy.
I don't care if you are or not.
You better be
Comment
happy
below,
with it.
but I don't care.
Comment below that you like it.
Yeah, and if you don't have anything nice to say, comment on Ben Lynn's videos.
Oh, man. And there goes the transmission.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what? You should go for a test drive.
Scary. What if a deer jumps out? What if this car gets totaled because a deer jumps out?
It's during the day. It's going to be fine. I think you should go for a test drive. Everybody wants to see it. And if everybody wants to see it, that means just peer pressure. You got to do it. You got to give the people what they want.
Something's wrong. I'm not on the gas. Something's wrong. Yep, so we're gonna pull over. Something's caught on the throttle pedal, I bet ya. Huh. I thought that was stuck, but it's not. Idle air control valve is the only thing I can think of. Huh.
I will say you got down on it and like, it looked like you blew out a bunch of rust.
Oh, I bet. Turbo's still spooling down. There's a couple vacuum lines that come off the back of the intake manifold that have like rubber plugs on them, and rubber deteriorates over time, clearly. And one of them just popped right off. The first time I leaned into the boost just a little bit, popped off.
So I picked up all these. And I picked up all these.
I don't think any of those are gonna fit. We got more in here, yeah. This one maybe. Ooh, I hope so. Let's find out. Did you bring any pliers?
No.
Did you bring a screwdriver?
No.
Good.
I got my Honda key.
I'll go throw this one on.
Oh, I got sockets. Look at that. Went like a mile down the road, already working on his car.
That one.
This is gonna be the next daily.
No, what? Nobody's asking for that.
Everybody's asking.
Nobody wants that.
It's in the comments.
I don't want that. This is, oh, why don't you drive your Escort more? Well, okay, let's try the next mile.
You got interior now.
I do have interior.
No reason to not drive it.
Okay, so Cam has never ridden in this car. Cam, the cameraman, Cam.
Nope.
So Cam, I'm gonna give you a little taste of what old school horsepower feels like. All right, so it's got boost bug gear. So go ahead and get past first gear because it won't hook anyway. Same for second gear, but we're in third now. So now we can punch it. You ready, Cam?
I'm ready. What's that? Oh, I'm not gonna say what speed that was.
Don't worry about what speed that was. It was probably slower than what you felt like, because the old cars just feel more dangerous.
Just a little bit.
What do you think?
That was fun. Oh, boost is nice.
I like the old school sounds that it makes. Like
Yes.
the old wastegate, like the off valve and the open wastegate. But the interior is coming apart.
Oh, I see why you like this car so much.
Dude, the sound, listen to that. You know? I don't know if you can hear that in the camera or not, but...
One of them might pick it up, I don't know.
Now I know what you guys are thinking. I'm so excited to see this car back on the channel and, you know, take it to VIR and throw Kobe in it and turn some laps. But unfortunately, that's not gonna happen. This car is very sentimental to me. I am super nervous right now taking it out, just because I'm worried about anything happening to it or hitting something or someone jumping out and hitting me or blowing a stop sign. And I want to keep my first car in one piece. And it's also not very good. Like, it's old school power and it's cool to have these memories every now and then. And I want to keep that ability. I want to keep the ability to hop in this car and just go out for a rip, you know, to feel what it used to be like. And I want to leave it like that. So, I'm sorry. This car's not going on the track, and you're probably not going to see a lot of this car. Might sprinkle it in every now and then, but this car is a trophy for me. It's cool to have it, and I want to make sure that I continue to have it, not ruin it. So, it's nice to have the car back on the channel. You can see it, but I'm going to park it back up, and